Hi, how are you? I hope you all are doing well. So today in this lecture, I'm going to show you how could we download different data from different sources. I would like to thank my supervisor, Dr. Afidullah Khan, for this amazing presentation. The outline of this presentation is introduction, statistical modeling, hydrological modeling, literature, data sources. I'm making this video in English as I have already made this video in Urdu or in Hindi. You can watch over in the channel. This video is purely on demand, so I'm remaking this video in the English. I'm sticking myself to data sources in this lecture, but later on I will try to give you some overview of this amazing presentation in the upcoming sessions. We have the introduction part, statistical modeling, then we have hydrological modeling. What are the strengths and weaknesses of these modeling and what type of literature we have. I would try to discuss this in a magnified way. So we have the data sources. As I said, I have restricted myself to data sources. So in the first session, or we could say the first data source that we have is Socioeconomic Data and Application Center, SEDAC. All you have to do is to copy the data, copy the title, or you could search directly Socioeconomic Data Application. As I said, I am remaking this video as I have already made this video in Urdu or in Hindi. You can watch in the channel. Once you search the title, then you have to click on the first site. It would lead to it would take some time in loading. I might have some sort of issue in the internet as it is taking too much time. Okay, let me try it again. I will try to click on wait if it works. No, it does not work, so I have to just close the tab. Let me pause the video and find the error, what kind of error we have and why it is happening here. Okay, so you have to close the tab and direct click on data sets. You can look over there. When you click on the data sets, it would directly lead you towards the main page of the website. Okay. So it is taking a bit too much time. I don't know why. Okay, now it is opened. When you see the main page here, you can just scroll down and you can download multiple data from here. Like we have the agriculture, climate, conservation, and poverty, remote sensing, and this kind of data. You could click on your desired data. For example, I would click on agriculture. Just an example, I would try to download this data. I don't know why it is taking a bit too much time. There might be some sort of issue in the internet or in the website because I don't know why it is happening. Now it is opened. You have to scroll down and you have to find your desired data. So on my point of view, I would try to download the phosphorus fertilizer application, or we can download any sort of data that you wanted. Just click on your desired data. When you click it, it would lead you to the next page where you can easily download the desired file. Okay, then over there you could you have to click on the data download. You could see the abstract and all the details here that would be pertaining the data. You have to click on data download. For downloading the data, you could click on the maps, map services, documentation, metadata if you want to have more details regarding the data. Okay, now if you belong to Asia, or if you want to have the global data, then you have to click on the global geotiff. If you belong to Africa, Asia, Europe, then you could download your desired data from here. You have to download the geotiff file because if you're working on ArcGIS, then you would require geotiff file for that. And if you want to have the graded data, then you could click on S3 grid. When you click it, it would lead you towards the next site, that is Earth data. As I have mentioned in the previous session, that you have to sign up in the Earth data and Earth Explorer before you download data. So let me open Earth data in the next tab, and now I have to search USGS Earth Explorer. You have to sign up in both sites. Once you sign up there, you could be able to download data from any sort of site that is relevant to your course, or you can say the data sources. Okay, I have to click on the Earth data site, and here I would try to click on Earth Explorer USGS. I think there is some sort of issue in my internet, because Earth data and Earth Explorer is also taking some humongous time in opening. From there, you have to scroll down and click on find data, and in the Earth Explorer you have to click on login page. We have discussed in the previous session that how could we download data from the USGS and from Earth data. So if you all have some sort of ambiguity in that particular lecture, then you could just comment over here, and I will try to make a special video for that how could we utilize Earth data and USGS site. Okay, you have to click on Earth data login, and I don't know why it is giving me some sort of error. Okay, when you click on login, you in USGS there is an option of create new account. Click there to sign up your account here. Then you have to sign in, and in the same way you have to register yourself in the Earth data as well. So at a time you have to make sure that you have logged in the USGS and in Earth data as well. So after that you could download data from any sources that you are required to download. Okay, I have already have account in these sites, so I'm just logging in here. It might take some time. Okay, now I'm logged in here. I have logged in here in the same way. Okay, now if I want to download data from socioeconomic data source, then I have to log in myself in the Earth data, as I said. Click on the login. After that, you would be able to download the data. You could see over here the zip file has downloaded in my laptop. Okay, next we have in this lecture this is the procedure of the data, so that how could we download the screenshot that my supervisor has given him. Next we have Harmonized World Soil Database. As I said in the previous lecture, that we have two types of soil that we normally use. One is Harmonized World Soil Database, and the other one is FAO soil. But I would prefer to use FAO soil because presently, for research purpose, most people use FAO soil for their study area, for conducting a research of their own requirement. Click Harmonized World Soil Database. Click on the first site that you got here. It would lead you to the next page, where you will be able to download the Harmonized Soil Database data. It would be for whole world. If you're not able to view, or you don't have ArcGIS, or you don't know about ArcGIS, then you could download viewer and data. Then you could be able to see the data in their application. But I would recommend to use this data in the ArcGIS for your desired place, because you would be comfortable there. You have to click on HWSD raster. So from there you would be able to download soil data for whole world. As I don't require, so I would try to cancel it. I have shown you in the previous lecture that how could we download data from FAO soil. Okay. After that, we have the Global Water Quality Database and Information System. From there you could download water quality data anywhere in the world. You have to copy this title. You could just type it in the Google. Okay, click on the Gem State, the first website. It would lead you to the next page. I would close the other side tabs. Okay, so from here we can download the water quality data. From data, click on data portal. Again, click on data portal. So you will be having a map of whole world, where you could select your desired country, desired area, or you could say the watershed, the catchment, or you could be able to download data as per the stations. So we have three type of tables here. You could select data by rectangle, by polygon, or by country. That is up to you. Now this rectangle has covered 63 selected stations. So when you click on download, you could download data from here easily. But first you have to check your desired parameter, whether you have your required parameters or not. If you're looking for a particular water quality parameter, then you have to look over there. Okay, you have to fill up the form, like there's some simple steps, like you have to give your name, email address, institution, working sector. So they would send you a link of your area. Like if you have selected 63 or 70 stations, then you could just enter your details, and they would send you a link on which you would be able to download your study area data. That is somewhat easy. And if you want to have the raw data or aggregated statistics, that is up to you, that which kind of data do you want. Okay, I'm canceling this because I don't want it. Even there is an option I will try to show you in the next data, because we have the Global Runoff Data Center. It is not actually the same website, but the characters, or we can say the views, is just same. Like the method is just same as we just download data from Gymstat. Click on the first website. Click on the GRDC data download. This that is available in the services. You would be having a world map again, I would say that. Click on the GRDC data portal as we did in the previous site as well. You could see there. You will be having the same data portal for downloading runoff data. It would take some time in loading, but okay, you have to agree to their terms, accept that. Okay, you have to scroll down. Oh, there is some error again. Yes, I would try to reload the page and I would scroll down and accept it. Okay, so you will be having this page, GRDC data download, where you can from this side you can download the runoff data easily. Try to select the station or country. You could click on map, or you could download data from tables. Like click on table. From there you could see the country, the station name, the river name. Search your desired or your required river, and then if you want to look up their tables or statistics, then click on the open station information. So this data has started from 1979 to 1995. I click on the information. It would show me the table, the graph, I could say. You could see the data in the monthly data, or there is an option of daily data as well. So you will be able to look over the graph of daily and monthly. So this data ranges from 1977 to 1995, actually 1976 to 1995. Okay, for downloading you have to select your required stations or country or river, then click on download, and you have to fill up the form again as you have did in the previous site, and you would be able to download the data from your email link. They would send you an email where you would be having a link. On that particular link you have to click and you would download the data. Okay, so in the next slide we would have, there is some steps for downloading the data from GRDC. Next we have USGS Earth Explorer. I have discussed this in the previous session, but let me do it again. Search USGS Earth Explorer. Click on the Earth Explorer USGS. After that, we have to click on the feature like select G coding method, where you have to click on features. Why is it not clicking here? I guess the problem is in the recording, because whenever I stop the recording, the site just goes very well. Click on the address or place, then you have to click your respective area. Like if I want to download data for Peshawar, then I have to search Peshawar and then click on the address that you have. You would be having the latitude and longitude of your respective city or country. So you could see the data from here that Peshawar lie in Pakistan in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. Okay, but I would recommend to try to zoom in and try to cover more than your desired area. I have told this in the previous session as well, that you have to cover data more than your study area, so you would be having comfort in the processing. Because if you have some sort of missing data, then it would give you too much difficulties. Like you have to just cover more data beyond Peshawar. Like I have covered Landi Kotal, Charsadda, even up to Kohat. So I have covered my whole area with full okay, there is some sort of mistake. Okay, let me just remove this. So you have to click on use map to cover your whole screen. Then you have to zoom out and you would see whether it has covered my study area or not. After that, you have to click on data set. It would lead you toward the next tab where you could see there is enormous options we have, and you could download any sort of data from this site. For instance, I would try to show you digital elevation DEM data. How could we download DEM data? Click on SRTM, and after that you have to check the first SRTM. Click on results. I am checking the particular one because I am using the research based knowledge, that what kind of options or what kind of data people download for their research. If you click on the viewer, so you would be able to see your data, whether it has covered your required area or not. So in one tile it has covered my half study area. If I click on the next one to view that, so you could see it has covered my whole area. Okay, when you click on download, you have to click on download GeoTIFF if you want to run it in the ArcGIS. So you have to download both data, and after downloading this data, you have to process it in the ArcGIS. For that purpose, you have to make mosaic of these both tiles, so you would be able to make a single piece. And after that, you have to put up your what I could say, that your required shapefile for extracting your study area. Okay, if I just go back to search criteria, if I want to download some other data, click on data sets, uncheck the SRTM. Okay, just get down to, if you want to download land use data, click on NASA LPDAAC, and then after you have to click on MODIS land cover. And if you want to download the evaporation, thermal, vegetation, water mass, you could download any sort of data from that particular MODIS land use cover. you have to click on the second one, modest MCD 12Q1V6. Okay, it gives me a message that you have to log in the Earth data. As I said earlier, that if you want to download data from the Earth Explorer or some other site, you have to log in the Earth data and Earth Explorer. You have to log in both. Okay, you could see the dates that the data ranges from 2009. If I just go to the last page, I would tell you that how many data we have in this site of land use. So it ranges from 2019. Okay, first let me show you that whether it has covered my study area or not. It is taking some sort of time, but let's see whether I would be able to show it or not. Okay, it is not happening here, so you could try yourself. So this data range, I am downloading data of 2012. You have to click on HDF format. Okay, so you could download any sort of data if you want to make a research of if you are required to have land use of different years. So from there you could easily download data. That is HDF format, as I showed earlier. I don't know why. Okay, when I click on download, it would take you to the next tab, and it would check whether you have logged in the Earth data or not. You could see the downloading has started, so it means that I have already logged in the Earth data site. So here is some sort of steps for downloading data. Okay, so we have the Global Historical Climatology Network. But for instance, I would just stop here and I would just try to download data or you could say the climate data. Like I would try to show you how could we download climate data from different sources in the next session. For instance, I would just give you some overview of the lecture, that what kind of data we have left. So next lecture would be on how to download different sort of data. Okay, so this is the links. Like we have already covered the DEM data, that how could we download DEM data, how could we download land use data. Now I have to show you how could we download data, like how could we download shapefile for your country. Click you could just search DYGIS, or you could just paste the link here. When you click on, it would lead you to next site. Okay, you have to search for your country, and then you could download administrative area land cover. For instance, I would try to download administrative areas for extracting my state area. Okay, when you click on download, you will be able to download it. Okay, now I have to search FAO soil. As I said earlier that we have two types of data, HWSD and FAO soil. So search this fao.org. In the next session, I will try to show you that how could we classify soil map and how could we extract data from our for our study area. For instance, I would just show you that how could we download the FAO soil. In the upcoming sessions, we would be having the sessions or videos on our lectures on how could we download data for our study area that is relevant to climate. Okay, so you could download any sort of data here, but you have to click on E3 shapefile format, data soil map of the world, E3 shapefile format. When you click it, it would start downloading. and I would show you that how could we classify this data in the next sessions. So for instance, I would stop the recording, and in the comment section I would try to show you some humongous knowledge or the data sources that is relevant to climate, and I would show you how could you process this data, how could you download global climate models, and how could you download data from NOAA site, agroclimate, and we have multiple models available in the internet for downloading data for your study area, that is regarding precipitation, temperature, air quality data, and things related to that. So I would personally recommend you to subscribe my channel for upcoming sessions. For instance, wish you best of luck and try to practice on these data sources.